gosh, what am I doing on at this time during the day? I know, crazy, right? I'm kind of worried about my internet. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. It's wonky. Lisa Fry with My Mystical Life today, and hope everybody's having a fabulous day. And I'm going to take a hot second. Oh, and of course, I had it all set up to do it too. And I'm going to share because sharing is caring and all that good stuff. And I want to talk about something I thought was interesting yesterday. Let me do this really quickly because they make it so difficult to share. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I know some of you guys are like, good morning. What the heck? Well, we are in Hawaii, so morning is very subjective to us. And it's really hard to sleep in here because, we are on a normal sleep pattern to the eastern states and, up that way. So for us, morning is, way early. And the blinds in our bedroom are very offensive. They don't work very well at all. So let me share one more. There we go. That's the one I like. Okay. So I'm done sharing for a little bit. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. So I shared something yesterday, and yeah, the internet's really funky. Renee Lloyd, I have not forgotten about you. The internet's really funky. It's gone off 3 or 4 times today already, and I was like, do I go live? Do I not go live? What do I do? And I said, you know what? I'm putting this in Spirit's hand, and let's rock it. So I was on the back porch yesterday, and I found so many answers to this so interesting. I was trying to take a picture of the trees behind me because I was kind of okay. To be fair and honest, I was going, haha, I have palm trees behind me, and I was going to send it to, they're very offensive blinds. They don't work very well. I was going to send it to my friends in Michigan and be like, look, I got palm trees. And what turned out was probably one of the favorite pictures I've ever taken of myself. And I was like, what the heck? So I took this picture, and it's funny because we can look at a million pictures of ourselves and hate every single one of them. And as I was looking at that picture last night, I was like, what is it about this picture that I really like so much? And yeah, I've lost some weight, and all of the other things that go with that. My hair was kind of pink and cute. Oh, whatever. But I could see past some of my hangups in that picture, and it was just such a calm moment that I was like, how often do we feel this calm? How often do we feel this centered? And that's what it was. That's what I realized. In that moment, I felt pretty damn centered. I was pretty proud of myself for noticing that in my picture. And so what I did was I put it up online. And it wasn't anything about, hey, look, I think my picture, I think you're struggling to hear me. Can you hear me better? It wasn't about, oh, look, it was a cute picture. It was about, what is it about our pictures that we don't like? And the people that come back on this and commented, it was kind of very, it's very quiet. My speakers are all the way up. And it shows that I'm talking. I don't understand what's going on. I have no idea. So I will just sit closer to the computer and talk louder. Does that help? So I was very, you heard that? Okay. So I was really looking for what is it that we don't like about ourselves that makes those pictures very difficult to take. And I don't know why it says my sound is down. I have everything turned up. Everything's turned up. So there was a variety of answers that come back. And I loved the fact that people took selfies of themselves and shared them as well. And a lot of it was, a lot of people commented, I don't like myself. I'm too heavy. I'm too this and I'm too that. And here's what hi, Janet Cruz. I've been missing you. I've been missing you. And here's what my guides were telling me. We're not looking deep enough. Every time we look at ourselves, we are looking and seeing what we feel other people are seeing and not ourselves. We need to look deeper, you guys. We are so much more. This is just our meat suit. That's all this is. We are infinite. Infinite. We need to start feeling that way. Feeling less of the, I don't like this. I feel like I don't fit into my clothes. Yeah, all those things. Those are superficial. Superficial and don't even scratch the surface of who we are. And that is what I felt yesterday. I was like, wow, for years, and I mean years, a good portion of my life, a very, very good portion of my life, I can remember not liking myself. I can remember up to so recent, really not being able to stand myself. And we all need to get past that, because I got to tell you, we are moving forward as a species at a rate that is staggering. And it's so funny because I was watching a program yesterday, and it was about because we're doing a class on Atlantis coming up, and I was trying to get different varieties of information, because I know where Atlantis is a branch off of Lemuria, ancient Lemuria, and I know what I know about it just because of working with Metatron and some of my past lives informations that I have come across. So I'm looking, for more information, and honestly, it did not hit me until yesterday that I had information I didn't realize was validated by other people. And I think that's when it started to settle in, going, oh my gosh, this is so infinite. We are all connected. And it's so important to realize how connected we are. I never realized that Archangel Metatron was so closely tied to Lemuria and Atlantis. And I was watching some of these different programs, all of the consensus is the same. And I was like, holy crap, I didn't even know that. But yet my guides led me right here to follow all the exact information that other people have. And I thought, holy shit, look at the web of communication we have that we don't use. Because we are in our own way and we don't feel infinite. Because we're hanging up on all this shit. So we're going to do a class called Drop the Meat Suit. Drop the Skin is what it was called, but I don't think that's PC. I don't know. So anyways, and all of this come up on, I didn't know it either until yesterday. I swear I didn't know that Metatron was so closely associated to those two locales. It's just amazing. I can't wait to get out this Atlantis class, because the Lemurian class was a blast. I had so much fun putting that together. And this one I'm really excited about as well. Now, if anybody's in the membership, if you don't know what I'm talking about, we have the Late Bloomers Intuitive Development membership. And instead of us teaching like modules of classes for 3 months, we have ongoing education that each month we have 4 classes and at least a guided meditation. And then there's a couple different levels and you can learn a whole bunch more as you go up. But at least each month you get 4 classes. So that's part of our membership that we have going on. And I will start reading, I swear. But this was like my epiphany of yesterday. And then somebody else today was like, a matter of fact, she just messaged me a little bit ago. And no, we have so many more, Brenda. She's like, is it true we only have 13 incarnations on our soul journey? Nope. We are way, way, way more infinite than that. Way. I mean, we go through ages. That's limiting ourselves. You want to talk about seraphim angels? We can do a class on that, definitely. I have my class list here that I try to keep available in case somebody has, yeah, I agree, Renee Lloyd, you can have thousands. In case somebody had an idea for another class. Hold on. I have a list, you guys, and I'm setting up September and October so I can get them all together. Ooh, what should we do for Halloween? Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's so that think of it like this, Brenda. If we say we can only do that many because that's how many we've been conscribed, then we have set a limit on energy, and we are more than that. Where am I here? There we go. Sorry. Oh shit! I broke my leg. So, anyways, this lady messaged me this morning, and she's like, "Do you remember last week when you were talking about the earthquake?" And I don't know why my guides. Oh, I know, right? Wouldn't it be fun to do something for Halloween? Maybe next year. Matter of fact, I know I'll be in Sandusky, Ohio next year. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Last week I had talked about a ghost hunting class. I can do that, but I'm going to do it differently than you guys are going to want to hear, because I used to do it and now I look at it differently. And I've gone to Manfield Reformatory. I am rested. I'm so rested, and I'll tell you why. But last week, my guides like to talk about earthquakes when there's an earthquake that's going to happen. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like anybody's going to listen that I'm like, oh, there's an earthquake coming. And so she messaged me this morning and she says, do you realize that when you got offline later that day, there was an earthquake? And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, it was a 5 point something. And I was like, oh, and it was where I said it was going to be. So I was like, really? Okay. But it's validation. Thank you. You can't mess it up. It's all about that validation. Yeah. Anyhow, well, maybe you can mess it up a little bit. There we go. We'll mess it up a little bit more so it's even. What was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something else. Anyways, so let's start doing some readings and having some fun and really raising the vibe today. I feel rested because the shamanic apprenticeship is launched. You have no clue how many days I worked on the shamanic apprenticeship. The other thing that I'm doing, you guys, is let me pull this up so I can get it. I am doing a live copy. Okay, you see me trying to multitask here. I'm doing a live Zoom room. I just shared it. A live Zoom room with where we're going to shamanic journey to animal totems. And so that is the direct link that I just put up there. It says live animal totem shamanic journey. You guys need to click the link if you want to be in on it, because it'll take you to, and you'll get all the information through an email, a series of emails as to, and I don't spam, I don't sell anything, nothing like that. But it gives you keeps you up on when our classes are too. How many spots are available for the shamanic apprenticeship? Just about 20. Just about 20. Trying to manifest the money. Now, what I will say, you guys, a lot of thought went into the apprenticeship. And we were trying, because we have a lot of members that are late bloomers that are trying to, wanted to be within the apprenticeship. And this is the link to late bloomers and intuitive development, you guys. This is the link to our classes where you guys, we have Atlantis coming up. We did Lemuria. Not only do you get the classes that are coming up, but you got every class that's we've done so far. So you get the history as well. Yes, there will be a replay. So if you can't make it to that specific time, I know that somebody told me it was wonky. It's 9 a.m. Hawaiian time, which is 2 p.m. Central. That's when it is. I think I got on there and tried to change that, but I hope I was successful. Sometimes No, Lori, it's fine. You can watch the replay. It's fine. There's a replay for that. So there's no worry. Um, and it works the same. It works the same, you guys. So the membership with the shamanic apprenticeship, we worked really hard on that because we wanted to make it accessible still to stay within the late bloomers because it's different information. It's hi Lulu Moon, hi. It's different information. The shamanic apprenticeship goes deep, you guys. It is not a wham bam thank you ma'am class. It takes a year. It takes each month is a at your own pace. You get to watch all your journeys, and then at the end we spend hours online doing a question and answer, sharing our journeys, communing about what we had on our journey work, because this is how long it takes to really get those energies seated in our field. We want to make sure we are journeying to all of these energies that are going to be assisting us on the healing process. And the healing processes we're learning are really deep stuff. So it's not like, now I'll be totally honest, I went and took the shamanic apprenticeship myself years ago, over a decade ago. And but the first class I took, this blows my mind to this day. The first class I took was to a spirit guide. The second class I took was soul retrieval. What? I just look back on that and go, no, no, you don't do that, because it is such deep work and you're working within the upper, lower, and middle realms of the sacred tree. The middle realm can be dangerous. It can be, it's the here and the now, and nobody has anything that keeps them from doing anything. And that's not speaking about our society, but it's talking on the spiritual realm within the shamanism, okay, when we're doing soul retrieval. So now that I look back on that, I'm like, oh my God. But, so anyways, I go back again. The level of spirit walker that we put out there, we did that with the gold level of late bloomer intuitive development. So you guys can keep all of it, and you actually have a little bit more benefit than if you had tried to sign up for both of them. You save 20%. So we tried to make it easy. Anyways, I know we're manifesting the finances for it, Erin, right? It'll happen. It'll happen. It's I know Isis already signed up, and I'm super excited. I need to message her because I will. It's not supposed to open up till September 1st. We're doing the pre-registration right now, but I will get her set up with some beginning classes to start with, so she has time. And Christy Elliott as well is already signed up, so we're already two into the 20. Anyways, so everything does happen for a reason. You know, if it's not the right time, Diana, when it is the right time, you let me know and we'll make it happen. Okay. So let's get busy and do some readings. I know I've just been yakking on. I'm so good at that. Ask my husband. So anyhow, what are we gonna do? Okay, I want to say, Lulu, are you still on here? I wonder if Lulu's still on here. If everybody could share one time. Love it. Sharing is caring. Yes, you're right. If the universe feels it's for you, they will provide that. Absolutely. I'm waiting to see if Lulu replies. Is anybody getting the ringing in their ears last couple days with the Lionsgate? And also the angel communication, the vibration for angel communication is like a little bit more accessible. That's the other thing that my guides are actually telling me right now to say, because my nose is like just, and I know that is the weirdest sound, thing to say about, well, the angels are really close because my nose vibrates, but it is how they get the message across for me that they are close. And I was waiting to see if Lulu's on here still, but I don't think she is. I saw her on the other day, and I wanted to say something. Ears keep popping. It is the change in vibration, the change in energy, changes that are coming up. I want to talk about Deb Lashbrook. I want to talk about you really do need to do some deep breathing. bring in some nice, clean breaths for yourself because you are going through a process, not only as energetic as everybody's going through right now, but you're also going through a chemical change in your body, which is nothing to be really nervous about because we do it every 7 years, actually. Our body totally resets every 7 years. Did you guys know that? Only reason I knew that is because when I was doing nails, it was part of our. You can't see her. I can't see her. Can't see me. I'm still here, right? Okay. And when I had customers for so many years that I knew when they were going through a different chemical cycle in their body because their nails start to fall off. They're really so frustrating. And then you have to change the way you're doing that. So, but they're saying, yeah. So make sure, Deb Lashbrook, that you are paying attention to your body. Make sure you're drinking tons of water because they're talking about you have this. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, and they want you to work on the your sacral chakra as well to bring yourself into feeling of love for yourself and really start to roll in your own personal energy. Because it actually, as I did this, they showed me this just beautiful, beautiful orange spire of light coming right down through your energetic field, wanting you to show some self-love for yourself because it's like, bam, it's right there. And I just love it. And it looks like guitar strings. And I don't know what they're trying to show me lately, but my guides are trying to show me straightening strings in people's energetic fields too. If this makes sense to anybody, I would really love to know about it because it's like a curtain of strings, and then some of them are tangled, and then some of them run straight. And they're talking about creating this beautiful curtain of straight strings for you. So you need to have some things you need to work through on your own personal love level. Gosh, I need to pull this further closer. Okay, there we go. All right, moving on. Let's move on. Let us do this. Let's see. Amy Bradley, if you do write a book about Lemurian Earth, you need to lean heavily on your inner voice. Lean heavily on your inner voice. Okay, moving on. Brenda says, my body's been twitching heaps like wee spasms. I love how she says that. No, I mean, I can't see Lulu. Yeah, I think Lulu is signed off. You know what? I am hearing a lot of people talking about muscle twitches lately. Has anybody been experiencing muscle twitches? And I'm going to tell you what I think they are because they are what my guides have been passing on to me when I'm doing some spiritual work. So who's been experiencing muscle twitches? Because it's just tiny little ones. And it's like totally out of character. But if you've ever watched me, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute. So let's scroll through here. Yeah, little muscle twitches. And a lot of them on the face. A lot of them on the face. If you've ever watched me, yeah, that's it, Amy Bradley. With channeling, yes, pay attention to your channeling. I'm getting information, and when I'm doing trance mediumship, from what I'm discovering is when I'm doing trance mediumship, I get an itch right here, and my face starts to twitch. So we're getting so much more guidance, so much more information is coming across. We are not paying attention. We're not paying attention. Our guidance is so profound that we are getting it almost every minute and every day. Do you know that? We are guided in everything we do. We're part of a huge neural network. Some just are closer into it than others. And my guys have been passing in these aha moments that I'm just like in awe of. I just sit here, and most of the time when I'm on doing this, that's why I talk so much when I do this instead of just tons and tons of readings. I'm getting downloads of information as I'm doing this. So that's when I start talking and I go down a rabbit hole. And Tracy Tate, if you say, I get nothing, that's exactly what you're creating. So make sure you're paying attention to the verbiage as well. I'm getting information abundantly all the time because you are. You are. Believe it or not, it's happening. And if you don't believe it, you're just not going to see it. It's just how it works. So, okay, so let's scroll on. Let's see. I'm just rolling through you guys. So if you're at the bottom of the list, that doesn't matter. I scroll through up and down, up and down, up and down, and I go with where my guides tell me to go. And you'll notice that lately, just in the last week, I have started. I have started choking. I've started getting a. Can I tell more about the shamanic apprenticeship? I can. Let me take a break because this is spirit trying to come through, and it's so annoying. The shamanic apprenticeship is open to everybody. Anybody can do this. Okay. Throughout history, even this is so funny. It wasn't the most spiritually connected people that were chosen as shamans within communities. Does anybody know how they chose? And some of you have already taken some of this information. So, does anybody know how shamans were chosen throughout history? Ancient history. Who can give me the answer to this? It's like spiritual trivia. Follow your intuition. Ask your guides, how were they chosen? How were they chosen? And if you've taken the class, yeah, you're right. The downloads don't stop. Connections everywhere. I'm not going to burp online though. Okay. So how did they choose shamans throughout history? I'd be interested to see who gets it because it really shows who paid attention on. If you've watched my shamanic journey class, you would have seen this information. No, they picked the Dalai Lama by question, I believe. I know that a lot of intuitives throughout the centuries have been asked that. Then your medium was absolutely wrong, Tracy. There's one thing I can tell you. That is one thing I can tell you. That medium is wrong. Absolutely. To tell you have no guides, we do not come back here without guidance. We don't. We choose on the other side. You have a soul circle. Those people in that soul circle, those souls, decide who's coming back to help you learn lessons. You absolutely have guides. There's absolutely no way you can be here without guides. It's just family brainwaves, the creatives. Yep. It was the person that was best at art. Believe it or not. The cave paintings, the people that, because this goes all the way back to Paleolithic times, you guys. Shamanism goes back to Paleolithic times. When you look out, you find the oldest ones they found so far. Oh, Tracy, you are fine. You are guided. You have angels, and I'll talk about that in a second because never feel unguided. Okay, never feel unguided. There's always guides. The oldest so far, the oldest evidence of shamanism that they have found goes back to, believe it or not, the Paleolithic times. So just as man is starting to walk upright, we already have a spiritual practice. And they feel like they chose the shamans by who could paint on the walls best. Now, the first depictions of shamanic artwork on a wall is under the winner chicken dinner, right? Is under the city of Toulouse, France, in the cave systems. And there they have found shamanic tools, bones, and the first official rituals of helping souls transfer to the other side by burning bodies. So there's a huge and rich tradition of shamanism. And this is why I say your intuition is so key to your connection. Your intuition is so key to your imagination. Your imagination and your intuition are the same thing. And so when it comes to, I know, right? Look, it turned into a teaching session. I love to teach. It's my calling. So what happened was these people would be, their imagination, AKA their intuition, helped them reach the other side. Now get this. I'm sorry. Anybody ever told you, Tracy, that you didn't have guides? That's unconscionable. As for a medium, so with the intuition and our imagination is a compilation of whatever past, present, and future. So think about this. How did those Paleolithic people have such a vivid imagination? They're all happening right now. Past, present, future, all happening in this moment, right here, right now. So what I'm talking about right now, some shaman back in Paleolithic times could be going, well, look at that, because they're all happening now in this moment. So that's how the shamans can walk through time the way they do. Because that's what we do within Shamanic Journey. We go through past issues. We go through present issues, and we can go into the future issues as well. It's a little bit more advanced to go into the future issues, but it is what the calling of the shaman is, to go in and pull in those fragments of moments that have been, the soul has set itself off to the side because it felt so lost or so damaged or so alone or so depressed, so sad, so hurt. All those moments create little sections of the soul that fall off so we can still move forward as a soul. So we go in and we repair those things. We bring those back. We remove attachments of energetics and beings or energies that have gotten lost, and bring in their issues into our energetic field. So sometimes you hear families that say, I know, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I started talking about shamanism. You hear people say that, well, this runs in our family. A lot of times, soul families get stuck in loops, and if they forget to actually transition over, because believe it or not, souls like to stick around and watch. I wish you could add this to my student in social studies. Souls stick around to watch their funerals, to make sure that their family's okay, and sometimes they forget to go back. They forget what they're there for. So then we have these energies that get stuck here, and it may have been a family member that had an illness. So all of a sudden, after they pass away, someone says, this starts to run in my family. This is running in my family. And what they may be doing is bringing in the same energy from somebody that's passed away, and they have an attachment, and it's in their energetic field. So we go in and we remove those attachments and help them transition over. I'm sorry. Aren't you sorry you asked about shamanism? Okay. All right. Let's move on, because I could talk about shamanism all day. And since we're talking about it, so anyways, anybody is capable of doing shamanism. I mean, we have the imagination, we have the skills. It is a learning thing. It's just another healing modality. So everybody can do it. This is the link to it. And like I said, it is not a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am class. I do not teach like that. Anybody's taking my late bloomers is probably going, no, she doesn't. She's very slow. But I want to make sure everybody has all the information and all the energies that they need to move forward successfully and feel successful, because that is so important as well. We have to feel successful to move forward. So anyways, let's get back to reading. I'm sorry. Notice my nose is itching because my guys are like, come on, let's do this. I'm elevating in my energy work, and I'll be taking classes with you. Woo, yay. We're sending it out, man. It's a payment plan, by the way. The whole class is a payment plan. I don't say, oh, if you want to pay it in full, you get X amount off. It's a payment plan, because I think that it is so much easier for every one of us right now to be able to do that. And I do make sure all bases are covered, don't I? I'm like, you will understand how to do this because at the end of this class, you are going to feel so confident doing reading. And that's the late bloomers classes. I want everybody to feel like they're a competent reader. Okay. I'm sorry. I got talking. And you notice that what happens is I go down the rabbit hole, and all of a sudden we're talking about Toulouse, France. Okay. Christiane, yes, you can adjust. You can adjust that. I have to do some stuff online, so I'll message you this afternoon when I'm done with that. Okay. Yeah, I'll message you when I'm done. I have to do some tweaky things to it. How does someone know what modality they should use? It depends on what your goal is, I guess. If you want to do energy working with crystals, I would suggest something like, Reiki is a great launching pad for any type of energetic healing. So Reiki is always great. And then as you start to go forward, like I've had a lot of people ask me to teach to do the soul awakening and the soul tapping. This shamanic apprenticeship is a requirement for that. So that's something that's like deep healing, but that's healing within the Akashic records shamanically. So that, I mean, there's just, you build on things as you go along. So that is something also to note, you guys, if you want to learn how to do the soul tapping and the soul Akashic awakening, which is the trance within trance shamanic journey, this apprenticeship is a mandatory part of it because it's so much. I want to upgrade from gold to platinum. Lori, is that on the late bloomers? If it's the late bloomers, you can do that. I've not done it, so I just know that it's set up to do it. So I think you can. I don't know. I know that I have it set up to do it. I just there was some things I had to do, but I have not done it. We have a Reiki class that will be coming out as well. Absolutely. Message me if you can't figure out, Lori, how to do that, because I can do that. I can help you. Okay. I know, you guys, I've been talking and talking and talking and talking. Me too. I did make sure all the bases are covered. I'm scrolling through, guys. Lisa Murray, that's very, very profound right there. She helped her husband cross over 2 weeks after his passing. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, moving on. I'm scrolling through, you guys. Regina Lashuga? 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 I want to talk that you have change coming. You also, I need to tell you that Archangel Ezekiel hangs out with you. And as time goes on, I think these archangels are just trickling in on me. Archangel Ezekiel is there to help you, and please look him up. I don't know exactly. I just know he's in for change, energetic change for you. And he talks about, hold on. How hard it can be to let go of things that we think are still serving us, but are not. They're still part of your energetic field, and it seems as if to cut something away that's not serving you anymore might feel as if you're cutting off a piece of memory or something like that. But there's a past, present, and a future in our linear timeline, and you have to live right now. You have to live right now. If you're living in the past, you're living in depression. If you're living in the future, you're living in anxiety. You have to live in this very moment. In this very moment. Head over to mymysticallife.com. There in my meditations tab is a guided meditation to teach you where this is, where this here and now is, where this center is. It's so important. So many people are living there and there that our whole existence is wrapped up in past and future. Our whole existence, you guys. If you're feeling depression, you're living 5 minutes ago. If you're feeling anxiety, you're living 5 minutes from now. In this moment, look at this. Look at this. What are we doing? We are in community. We are having a good time online, raising vibrations. If you reach out with your energy and you reach into the screen, this is the feeling you could have right here, right now. Because we are infinite and divine. And when we reach inside, that's when we touch on that. And that's what your guides say. Don't live there or there. Live right here. And that is when you're going to move forward. And we like to go, oh yeah, I'm living my now. Are we? Are we really? I know I don't live my now all the time. We have to keep bringing ourselves back to center. Keep that in your mind, and then you move forward. That helps. This is mostly guidance today, mostly not guidance, it's mostly channel today. I knew when I got online that this is what the day was gonna be. So that is kind of what so if I start talking to you guys and it's just that is how it's gonna happen today. It's how it's gonna happen. Jessica Schoen. I feel like you're leaving something, Jessica. I actually feel like you're leaving because the feeling that I get with this is very much a choke up. I don't need it anymore. Removing something, and they're showing you walking out a door and just waving and being like, "See, you wouldn't want to be a," and heading out. And it's so cool because anybody that watches me, she says she's new. I have this movie theater guide. Sorry, but and the first thing I did was I heard this song "One Foot in Front of the Other," and it is from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and from years and years and years ago. But he's like, "Put one foot in front of the other," and they actually show you walking out a cave, out into the sunlight, into a more prosperous point in life for you. The thing is you have to look down and see, slow down enough emotionally in life to look down and see the prosperity laid out in front of you because it's there. They're showing gold coins on the ground for you. You can either walk right over those bad monkeys or you can bend down and pick them up one at a time. And each time you pick up a gold coin is more prosperity coming your way. So step out into the light, drop the shit that doesn't serve you anymore, and start picking up some coins, paying attention to what's going on around you. I actually feel like you'll hear something about an opportunity and it'll sound very random and you'll go, I don't know about that. I don't think I'm qualified or blah, 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 because we have preconceived notions about ourselves. But if you don't try, then you'll never have an accomplishment. I have very harsh guides. Sorry. They're like cut and dried. That's how we're going to pass it on. Okay, moving on. I'm scrolling. I see all you YouTubers out there. Like drop the shit, amen. Yeah. Yeah, my guides are pretty, they're pretty concise. And when your guys guides come in, it's pretty interesting that, there's like a community discussion going on about what do we need to let go. Okay, Sandra Duncan. Sandra Duncan, I have to say that I feel like somebody that has passed on is very close to you at this moment in your life. They're talking about handwriting, almost like there was a beautiful scripted handwriting. And I don't know if there's a sense of anxiety connected with this person that was hanging around before that is trying to get this to go past. You need to go past that. Because as I see this, and I'll just give you what I'm given. I see somebody sitting and writing things down, and then I get an upset stomach. So it's almost as if this is something to get past. And if you feel like you have somebody around you, and you get every once in a while you get like, oh, I remember when we did this together. I did that together with them. Blah blah blah. That's the person I'm talking about. They will always come through, and you guys, all your loved ones, all loved ones are just a thought away, honestly. And if you think about them, they're already there. If you're in the kitchen and you smell grandma's muffins, grandma's there. That's how that works. They're with us all the time. All we have to do is think about them. So they're saying, hey, I don't know if this was a financial issue, if it was a will issue, if it was something that created disharmony in the family, or families angry at each other or something like that. But they're like, this person is here to help you pass that, because and I also need to tell you that other people's problems are not your problems. I hope that helps. Okay. Moving on. Just watch for that other job, Jessica. moving on. Vicky Roop, I need you to know that for whatever reason, Archangel Michael is, oh, okay, thank you, is close on your tail today. And he talks about making sure you have firm footing, okay? And this is so funny. This is like the earthquake thing. When I get this, people will message me later and go like, I seriously almost tripped and fell on my face. So when I have Archangel Michael come in and he's like, I'm right behind this person, that means that he's expecting you to fall forward or backwards and trip. So just know, watch your feet, make sure you're paying attention to where you're stepping. Don't step in any holes, don't trip over any curves, anything like that. But he is there to help you gain your balance if you do start to trip. He's really good at this one, and I don't know, they're very, you never know what your guidance is going to be. We don't want you face planting. No face planting. Okay. All right, moving on. Marissa Sohm says, have you ever felt someone's physical energy make your fingers, I do, I know what this is, fingers tingle in a weird way when you touch them? He did it 3 times. I think it was intentional, but it's as though we have this unspoken language and understanding, very new. But I do feel I know him before this life. Maybe he's just charming. I'm unsure. That is more than likely a past life connection, but it's also a I actually pick up a karmic cord between the two of you, like a lifetime cord, like a soul cord, where you guys are connected very closely. So there's a exchange of healing energy that goes on. That when you feel this in your hands, you guys, when you feel the tingle in your hand, there's definitely a healing aspect that goes to that. Okay, so just know that there is a connection there, and that healing is going back and forth. Jennifer out in Arizona. Jennifer. Don't worry, Jennifer. It's coming. As I'm like, what does Jennifer have coming up? And they're like 1 + 1 + 1. They're talking about the math of things, that everything will add up for you. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you're very positive. Plus, 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 plus about your job. And I know you know how to manifest. So rewatch The Secret if you haven't watched it on Netflix. Netflix, and generate that job for yourself. The perfect job for yourself as well, by the way, I need to say. Be very specific, Bob. Be specific, Bob, about what you need. Want. What you want, not what you need, what you want. If we ask for what we need, then we get just enough to make sure that we can make our bills. Marissa Holmes, it doesn't matter if he does energy work. It's not about certified Reiki or certified in energy work. It's about nature. It's about nature. Oh, Christine, what movie is it you want us to watch? The Secret on Netflix. The Secret. The first 5 minutes are horrible. They're just horrible. The first time I was watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to turn this off. I don't think I can lose this many brain cells. And because they're very precious. And I miss you too, Jennifer. And after the first 5 minutes, I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. All right, I'll stick around. But boy, those first 5 minutes, I wish they'd rewrite it. I just can't even. I feel like I'm watching a B grade movie or something. I don't know. Okay, I have a ton of new people on here today. Hi, how you doing? Name's Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life. So if you guys go like My Mystical Life on Facebook, you'll see when I go live. We also are doing some readings today, and that's what happened to you when you watched it and you turned it off. Go past the first 5 minutes, I swear. The first 5 minutes are horrible. And I was like, oh no. What if my guides remember? And my guides have been telling me for 10 years to watch it. I'm like, they are horrible movie critics. Great guidance. Horrible movie critics. So go to My Mystical Life and click like and follow. Would be awesome. You can find us at mymysticallife.com. That's where all my readings and all my healing sessions and all that stuff is. And then I have some other links. The free live shamanic journey to our animal totems is on the 20th. at 2 p.m. Central Time. I know it says 9 HST or whatever the heck it says. That's Hawaiian time. I couldn't change that for whatever reason. But it is 2 p.m. Central. And yes, I am in Hawaii, so that's why I just wanted to do Hawaii time. But I will put the link up for that so everybody can log on to that if that is something they are interested in. It will ask for your email. I'm not gonna lie about that. But we don't spam anybody. It's just so you get our newsletter, and every once in a while we throw a class up link up there. So, but we are a hell of a lot of fun. I think we have a great community. We actually have an online community, membership community, where each month we give classes. And classes do we have coming up? Because I can tell you what classes. Oh, wait. I got really super organized and I got a planner. I needed it. So what classes do we have coming up? We have coming up, we're going to do a trance channel to Archangel Michael. And I know it sounds like, and that's on the 31st. These are all part of our community membership, you guys. It's $11.11 a month. I do have purple in my hair. If I was outside, it'd be very purple. But I'm inside, so, because it's windy and there's obnoxious children running around outside. You never know how quiet it's going to be. So here's what we have coming up for the rest of the month. And this is on the membership. On the 19th, we have on the 14th, we're doing a member spotlight with Leslie Mason. On the 15th is one of my favorite classes to do, you guys, and it's one of my favorite pieces of information. I work and I'll get you the link to what I'm talking about right now. This is the membership. For less than 2 cups of coffee or one really expensive cup of coffee, you can be on 4 classes a month, guided meditations, healing sessions, all sorts of stuff. My favorite class to teach is centering. And when I first learned to ground, center, and protect, I was told, you ground, and then I was told this is centered, and then protect. And I didn't pay any attention to it, and eventually centering fell away, and I didn't do it anymore. And then I got hit in the head by a 2x4 with Archangel Metatron, and he was like, no, centering is so important. And that's what I'm talking about. Not living 5 minutes from now, not living 5 minutes ago, but living right now. This is the centering class. And it's guided with, I channel Archangel Metatron for this class. It is an amazing class. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be humble about it either. I do really good nails, which I don't do anymore. In this class. So, if anything, that is an amazing class. And then on the 19th, we have the live member question and answer. So not only do you get all these classes and these healing sessions and guided meditations, but you also get to sit down and we have a discussion as to what rings with you. Why do you need, what information do you need? Because what good's a class if you can't ask questions? And then, of course, we have our online community where you can ask questions all the time. And then the trance to Michael is where I help everybody achieve trance level, and you go meet Michael. I'm not telling you my experience. You guys get to go meet Archangel Michael in trance. So I walk you into trance, and then I walk you back out after you've had a discussion with him. That's going to be fun. And then I'm doing the healing session on the 26th. Normally my husband does the healing sessions and the classes. Ooh, yesterday we had the calcite class come out. Now, my husband is trying to show me up, I think. No, he's not. He is, that's not even September's classes. You guys want to hear what September's classes are? We already have the Ancient Lemurian class up, and you get all of the classes that have already happened so far. So it's not just the classes I'm talking about. It is the classes that we've already done as well in the healing sessions and the meditations. So it is a lot of stuff coming up. Did I put classes? Yes. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, wait. I do have classes up for next month. So because it was requested, I try to write down the classes you guys want to hear about. And then I just let my guides go and they fill in the classes. So it's all guided classes. On the 2nd, Sam's healing sessions are amazing, aren't they? Has anybody that's on the membership yet? Because I know we have a lot of people on the membership already on here. Have you watched his calcite class from yesterday? Boom. My mind is blown. I can't even process all of the stuff he put in that class. And he was just talking about calcite, but he goes over all of the things that calcite does for the body and the chakras. And oh my gosh, it's just amazing. I'm going to put the link up here again. You guys, The reason we're doing this, I know it sounds like, oh, that's something I don't want to spend a month. We usually charge $10 a class. At that point, it was expensive, and bringing it down to 11, it's 11.11 is how much the base classes cost, makes it so accessible to get an expansive amount of information that I don't think you're going to find it anywhere else like this. I really don't. And that's not me bragging. We put a lot of time into this, and it's just amazing. We're having a blast. Anyways, so here's what's coming up for September. I'm so excited. On the 2nd, I'm doing a book giveaway. Oh, come on. Any other time the book is sitting right here in my face. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. On the 2nd, I'm giving away Donna Bretz's book, Keeper of the Spirit Tales. She's in Sandusky, Ohio. Sandusky, Ohio is famous for its roller coasters and all that other stuff, but it's also got a good share of ghosts and some really great metaphysical people. On the 4th, we have another healing session with Sam, which, by the way, is amazing. Always very good. On the 7th, per request, we're gonna meditate to the violet flame, y'all. We're gonna do a class on the violet flame and how to communicate with Saint Germain and bring his energy into your energy. So Saint Germain on the 7th of September. On the 11th, we're doing an intuitive spotlight, and I'm not sure who that's going to be yet. I'm working on that. On the 14th, we're doing the Rainbow Fluorite class with Sam. I love you, Nancy Bulliard. You know, I love Sam's classes. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. On the 14th, we're doing a class with Sam on Rainbow Fluorite, which probably means that is the stone for next month to give away. And because there are a lot of new people, hold on. Don't go away. Hold on. I don't talk about this enough. But Sam's in charge of our giveaway. Every month we have a giveaway, and our first one is given away on September 5th. I made a mistake by making my husband in charge of the giveaway because he likes to buy stuff, and he likes to buy big stuff. And this is the ice calcite that he did the class on. Every healing session he's done has been with this. The energy from this, off the charts. That's being given away. If you are a member of the membership, you're in the drawing. For just that, it's worth the giveaway ticket. Sorry, it is. It really is. That piece is awesome. So anyways, that's part of the giveaway. So Rainbow Fluorite will be September's giveaway. And then on the 18th, we're going to do a guided meditation to Saint Germain. The 21st, we're doing our ancient civilizations on Atlantis. I think we're going to do, I know I'm talking again, a lot. We're going to do an ancient civilization each month because it's important. All of these ancient civilizations are important as to where our souls have been and where we may be talking about one day that just rings with you and you go, holy shit, I've been there. Okay. And then on the 24th, we're doing our question and answers. On the 25th, we're doing a member spotlight, and that's going to be Tammy Ammett if she's on here. I have her on the 25th of September. I'll talk to her before that, definitely. On the 26th is our live shamanic question and answer day. So if you are a member of the Spirit Walker and Shamanism in the apprenticeship, you get 2 live member question and answer days and a 30-minute tutor session, by the way, whatever. So, and then on the 28th, per request, we're doing Akashic Records. I will talk to you guys about Akashic Records, what they are, and all that, and how to get there. So we have so much stuff coming up. That's just September. I'm working on oh wait. No, I don't have October's down, so we're not going to go into those. But we have a ton of stuff. Ellie Coyle, I just love Ellie Coyle. Hi, Ellie Coyle. Okay, moving on. But that's what we have coming up on the membership, you guys. And once again, Göbekli Tepe is on our list of ancient places. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, if you guys watched the gold and platinum levels of the membership, I originally went to the beach the other day to record the guided meditation to Lemuria. I started it and then it went into trance. And I still haven't listened to it, but I know that some of it, just when you said Go Lucky Teppy, some of it about the crystals that resonate. Oh gosh, I have to watch it again because I don't remember what I said. Something about vibration, ley lines, and ancient sites, and Globeki Tepe is involved in that. Absolutely. I just saw a shamanic apprenticeship online, no names. It costs $300 a month. Oh my God, it's a 2-year course. Doesn't sound even. Oh, well, we all do things differently, and um, we all okay. Now I'm not going to say we all value our stuff differently. I have a value on my education. I know how much my education cost me. And then I know that most of my education after that, book learning and the apprenticeship and stuff like that, is all my guides. And a lot of my information is channeled. I can't charge a whole ton of money for my Akashic because I didn't put a whole ton of money into it. It's all from my guides. All my guides. I've never taken an Akashic class. But boy, have I walked those halls with Metatron. So when it comes to what other people charge, that it's all energy. It's all energy, and that's fine. It's fine. I like to make things accessible because I'm a teacher. That's my calling. This is from the very moment I started to wake up, where I was told this is what you're going to do, and I went, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. And as time went on, I went, oh shit, I'm a teacher. Because I learned something and I want to share it. I want to share it. I get excited. Can you tell I get excitable? I want to share. So yeah, anyways, okay. Moving on. But thank you for sharing that, Nancy, because it's a valid thing. There are shamanic apprenticeships are very pricey. They really are. Mine is way pricier than what I'm doing. I love you guys. You guys are great. Akashic records, when you open up, will come around often, you guys, because where we've been and where we're going on our crazy timeline that doesn't really exist, is so relevant to where we are right now. We're still learning all of these lessons. I am so excited to hear the information on Atlantis too, Renee. Honestly, I know that I'm going to get downloads about it before the class is finished. I'll have to go back and tweak it several times. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. So anyways, let's see. If everybody could actually, I think I need to get offline. I try to be an excellent teacher. Here's I want to talk about timelines real quickly, and I know you guys are probably so tired of me talking. When I was very young, I discovered I had a gift for writing things that people wanted to read. I could phrase things that made it sound elegant and not me. And not me. And what I discovered was, as I go along on my spiritual journey, that all of these things are tied together. The writing aspect of being able to put things together so they sound interesting ties into the feeling of wanting to share information to other people when it's really not even my information. Now I understood that I've always been channeling and spirit writing, and I didn't even realize it. But now it all rolls up. Okay. All right, guys. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get offline because I still have work to do, and I have some tweaking to do on a couple different things. And I appreciate you guys listening to me talk this morning, and I did a couple readings. I know, I'm sorry. And I will be, I'm not going to even promise that because I can't make sure. Because I have to go to the store, which is a big deal here, Okay. So you guys have a great afternoon. Find joy. Find fun. Reside in a good vibration and feel divine, because dang it, we all are. And If you haven't gone and liked my mystical life to know when I'm online, please do. Everybody have a great day. Yeah, that's all. Okay. All right, guys. Talk to you later.